Hola, bienvenidos.
Welcome to beautiful Manuel, Antonio.
Buenos dias, good morning country collectors, and welcome back to beautiful
Costa Rica. If you tuned in last week, you joined us in the stunning adventurous town of La Fortuna.
Well, this week we have found ourselves here in Quepos, the gateway to Manuel Antonio National Park, the most visited park in all of Costa Rica.
We can't wait to show you around, but before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our future adventures.
All right, let's do this. To get here from La Fortuna, we took a shared shuttle with Interbus for $65 each. The journey took us through some windy, mountainous roads that, I won't lie, definitely had me looking at that garbage can a couple of times. Along the way, we even got to see a sloth. 5 hours later, and we were dropped here at our Airbnb, which is located just 2 kilometers from the downtown of Quepos.
Welcome to our little rainforest getaway. If you're looking to be immersed in nature but still close to the action, this could be the place for you.
We absolutely love this place. The first day we got here, we were like, let's go to the grocery store, stock up on supplies so we don't have to leave for 2 days, and that's exactly what we did. So leaving today with you is the first time we are going since then. But yes, it has everything you need here. There is a nice big kitchen, full fridge, place to cook over here, and a coffee maker. There's also a full bathroom with hot water, and then over here is this nice big comfortable bed. They have 4 fans in here. What's really nice though is the sunlight never really penetrates here, so it stays nice and cool during the day. It does get a bit humid at night though, but the fans are a big help. There's another little seating area here, and then behind me they have a lot of shelving so you can put all of your things. And then just outside
is this beautiful deck. I have been spending a lot of my time out here in this hammock with my feet up, swinging back and forth, just soaking in that pristine nature that's out here. You can actually still hear the cars a little bit, but it's a great mix and a good option from actually staying in town. And don't think that's going to stop the animals from being here, because we've seen a sloth, a toucan, there's a little green poison dart frog that tried to come in our room yesterday. He was trying to hop in the door. I'm watching you. And then just around the corner is actually this great little hike that we took. It goes in through some dense wood. We saw monkeys back there, more of those poison dart frogs. We came to these platforms where they actually do zip lines where you can climb up and just get this beautiful view of the countryside down below.
Don't forget the pineapple.
Oh my goodness. And if you don't know what baby pineapples look like, you don't know what cute is. We saw some there and we took some photos for you, so check it out. As much as we don't want to leave because it's so great here, it's probably a good time to go check out town and see what we can find. Come with us. And
if you don't have a car, that is all right, because right across the street there is a bus stop. You can either wait for the bus or one of the mini colectivos that comes by 700 colones, and it looks like there is one coming right now.
Just 3 minutes later, and we've arrived. We took a couple steps off the main road because it is a little loud and a very busy place. The other day when we came in, we just went food shopping and went to Soda Sanchez for some delicious food. So we haven't even looked around much. We're gonna be doing that today with you. Having said that, we've heard that most people just use this place as a jumping off point to go to the national park, and there isn't much to do. But you know what? We are country collectors, and I'm sure that we and you together can go out and find some fun stuff. So come along.
And something I noticed behind Adam was the post office here, which reminded me of an excerpt from this book that we were reading about Costa Rica. It said, maybe you'll notice once you're here that people don't use postal addresses. And it was really funny because the first place we stayed, Tamarindo Backpackers, I went to look up the address and it says 100 meters south of Villa Verde. So they essentially use like landmarks. They'll say, oh, like 50 meters past the old fig tree, instead of saying like 23 whatever lane. So we thought that was just really cute. Like on Google Maps and on Waze, you will see postal addresses, but it just seems that that's kind of like a local way of doing things here that they're holding on to.
And as cool and laid back as that sounds, we read it actually cost the banks hundreds of millions of dollars because they can't send the bills to people's houses for anything, for their credit cards, for the gas, for the water, loans.
And the mailman walks in
and the mailman's like, I don't know where the small tree next to the big one down the lane with a goat on it is.
I love it. And something we've noticed right away is the feel of this town is so different from the other places we've been so far in Costa Rica, as it's not set up for tourism. Like, there aren't tour operators on every corner. It's just the locals are living here, this is their home, and it actually feels really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's refreshing. You know, when you go to so many super popular places, it almost starts to feel like an amusement park in some ways. But here, it's just everyday life. People just doing their things, you know, just keeping on.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And as we were walking down the road, we came across the bus station here. If you came by local transport, this is probably where they drop you off. And if you're leaving, this is probably where you're going to be going from. Tomorrow, when we head to Manuel Antonio, this is actually going to be where our day is going to start and end, because they're going to be taking us there and back. So very cool, and it's a good place to know. And yet another country with fried chicken on almost every corner. We've had MFC, you've had GFC, but have you had CRFC, the Costa Rican fried chicken? Let's go grab a piece and try it out. We've secured the goods. Let's head down to the waterfront and see if we can find a good place to enjoy them.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
This is gonna be my favorite one so far. You better watch out, Taco Bell, because Tico Bell is here to take the crown.
I love that.
Me too. You know me, I love it when people get punny with the names of their places. I can actually see where the water starts right here, and it looks like they have a malecon, which is the perfect place to eat my fried chicken. Let's go. It's getting hot out here. Whoa. I was not expecting this.
And I feel the exact same way as Adam coming up those stairs. The difference from town to this view in front of us is crazy. You can see the ocean out here and the waves are gently coming in. To the right over here is the Quepos sign, which is a great place to snap a photo. And then it looks like to the left here, there's some sort of marina. I remember seeing that on the Google Maps, so why don't we head down that way? But first, I know Adam's behind the camera here like, first we gotta eat this chicken, honey. So let's do that.
You can see this guy walking away right here. He was walking by and saw me taking the chicken out, and he was like, provecho, looks very good. And Heidi was like, why don't we give him half of the chicken? So we did.
Well, there's a lot.
There is, it's a huge portion. And you know what? It's so nice to share.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're all humans. He was like, thank you. I have been so hungry. Tengo mucho hambre. And you know what? Now he's gonna have a better day. We're gonna have a better day. And we're so grateful we got to share it with you, because every day with you is a better day. Now let's jump into this chicken. Oh man, look at,
Almost the potatoes.
Almost lost the potatoes. Look at the size of that. That is beautiful.
Massive.
It's golden, it's crispy. I can't wait to taste this out.
Nice little crunch to it.
Oh wow.
Wow, look at that breast. That's
so
huge.
Tender and juicy. I'm really impressed with this. I don't know if I want to compare it to my other fried chickens, because it just has so much flavor to it.
So it's the best?
It is the best, and it was 1,700 colones, so it's actually an awesome deal.
Yeah.
Plus, I got some delicious looking golden potatoes right here.
I want that.
Oh, you have that. Good thing I have more. Heidi just said I'm bleeding. We think maybe the fried chicken was so crispy it cut my chin.
Right there. Oh my gosh.
That's some sharp fried chicken.
And look who's trying to get over here and get some chicken.
You want to fight with me, man? That was some finger-licking Costa Rican chicken. Now let's head down to the marina and see what we can find.
And right over here, there's a Best Western, which got me thinking about accommodations. There are a few hostels and hotels here in Quepos, but if you want to stay closer to the park, there's a town called Manuel Antonio. It's just that the prices were a bit more high, so if you're a budget traveler like we are, Quepos might be the right spot for you. But if you're looking for a little fancy vacay, you can check out down there by Manuel Antonio.
It's really nice as you walk along. There's so much shade. Like, they have these trees and these giant planters. There's benches everywhere. You can watch the boats kind of just cruising into the harbor here. As we head down farther, it looks like there's going to be a skate park coming up, as well as some statues that look really cool, almost like Dia de Muertos stuff. We've arrived at Marina Pez Vela, and it looks like there's some restaurants and stuff to do inside. So why don't we head in and see what we can find? Looks a little fancy out here.
Yeah, well, it is a marina. They normally are.
That's true. The boats look really nice.
We just took a walk around, and there's a salon, bank, grills, restaurants, bars, souvenir shops.
Anything you want, and then you can sit and have a nice meal and drink and look out over the marina in front of us. There are so many perfectly manicured boats out there.
Absolutely. I mean, each one of those boats has to cost, I don't know, $400,000
I mean,
or
I'd say even up.
millions?
And most
I
of
don't
them
know.
have towers on them, so it looks like they're probably for fishing.
Like deep sea fishing. So I'm sure you can come down here and find a tour to take you out and go fishing as well. But wow, it's just such a contrast from the town.
And we heard that on Wednesday nights, they actually have free movie night here.
It's only during the dry season though, so December through about April, I believe. So yeah.
I love a movie under the stars.
Yeah. And on the map, I saw that there's a park just down the way, and it had some great reviews, said it was gorgeous. So why don't we head there?
I love that idea.
Come with us.
Welcome to Parque Nahomi. This place is pretty nice. It's like a little peninsula that comes out into the sea. On one side, there is just all this forest that just kind of goes on with these rolling hills. Out to the front is the ocean. In the park, they have a huge workout area with lots of different machines you can use, as well as a little soccer field. I saw some guys jumping off the cliffs into the water at the end. It looks so nice in the water.
I think this park down here would be the perfect spot to come and enjoy the sunset. And something you may not know, Costa Rica experiences 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness 365 days a year because of its geographical location. So the sun is always going to rise around 5 and 6 and set around the same time, which is pretty neat.
Nice and reliable.
Yeah. Well, this water back here is just like calling my name, so I'm gonna get in it.
Nice.
Why don't you come with me? Oh man, that felt great. Honestly, I wish it was a little cooler as it was a bit warm, but nonetheless, I feel much, much better. Well, I think we're just gonna dry off and then we're gonna head to this restaurant called De La Finca. It has like a 4.9, so great reviews, and their menu looked quite good too. So we're gonna check that out.
And boy, are we happy that we did. Look at the size of this tuna burger with fries. It is like 2 pounds of tuna on here.
It's
I don't
bigger
even know.
than your head.
And Heidi got a tuna poke bowl that just looks absolutely delicious. My mouth is filling up as it waters because it looks that good. I'm gonna jump into this.
Yeah, just show us
Knife
a bit
out
of
first.
this.
Holy guacamole, look at that thing.
Wow. Oh.
Mmm. Mmm.
Yeah, is that good? Happy
The
we
tuna
came here?
is so fresh. The sauce is like this sweet teriyaki. The bacon is crunchy. The mango is sweet. Man, these guys know what's up. You definitely have to come down here.
Thanks for joining us today. Tomorrow we have a jam-packed day over in Manuel Antonio National Park, so we will see you then.
Good morning, friends.
We hope you're ready for an adventure.
This morning we woke up and hopped in a cab that took us down to that bus station that we showed you yesterday.
And then we got the bus at 6:45 a.m. I believe the first one is at 5:45, then 6:45, and then it goes on the hour-and-a-half hour till 7 o'clock. It costs 410 colones each, and make sure you have exact change just to keep things moving.
Yeah, that guy's definitely busy. People were hopping on and hopping off the entire way here.
Yeah.
It was some beautiful views though when we got down by the ocean, just seeing those palm trees and stuff.
Yeah, it took about 25 minutes and it dropped us here on Playa Espadilla Norte. Absolutely gorgeous. So from here, we're just gonna walk across a little path that'll take us over to where we're gonna meet our guide. But first,
just some info for you. Manuel Antonio National Park is the most famous and popular national park here in Costa Rica, but it's also the smallest national park. But don't worry about the size because they pack in so much biodiversity here that Forbes magazine actually named this as one of the top rainforests in the world.
wow.
I know, very impressive.
The park is open every day except for Tuesdays from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. We did read the beaches close at 3 p.m. because they want everyone out by 4. So just remember that. Get there early so you can spend the entire day there like we are. Also, you cannot buy your tickets when you rock up. You need to buy them online before. They cost $18 each, and remember a picture or photocopy of your passport because you're gonna have to show it at the entrance.
During your visit here, you can do a self-guided tour or, like us, hire a local guide. It's a great way to see the park. They have so much local knowledge and those peepers that are peeping for all the stuff you didn't even know was there. You can book them when you get here or do it online. We actually went with an Airbnb experience because it was a little bit more affordable and we could actually see the reviews of the guide that we were going to be getting. So that's the route that we went. We're going to head over right now and try and find our guide, so come with us and let's get the fun started.
And of course, along the way, they have some souvenir shop, little vendors set up for you so you can purchase some things if you like.
They have some really cool cologne towels that are so colorful. I think I want one.
I love those.
And look at this, we're already spotting some wildlife. Hey, buddy.
Even if it's domesticated.
Hey, I'll take it. Put it on the list. Check. Gato.
We just got over here to the other side of the road, and boy is it busy. There's a lot of energy. People are heading into the park, which is just in front of us. But one thing I wanted to mention, if you're driving yourself, the parking we've heard can be a little hectic and you need to avoid scammers. To do so, Mauro, our host, said to park here by Donde Alex restaurant. He said that it's safe and secure, so that's always great to know. And we just ran into him and he said that he was busy today with another tour, but he has a beautiful co-host, Alonzo, who's gonna take wonderful care of us. So we're gonna head right over here and meet him where all the tour guides are, so come along. We just met our guide and we walked in and we already saw a green iguana.
It's so cool. He showed us that with his telescope, he can use his phone to take some photos.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get some good stuff today.
Yeah, already so beautiful, and we are stopping again for something.
Like 10 feet later.
What do you see?
Wow, we just saw our first sloth of the day. What a slothsome way to start your day. Slothsome way.
They come on the ground to use the bathroom once a week. They never use the bathroom on the trees. You know the reason why?
You don't poop where you eat.
That's true too. But the reason, number one, it's because they know different enemies, predators.
Yeah, smell it.
Yeah.
Of course, it's so easy to find.
He just told us all these amazing facts about the sloth, but I think my favorite was that it has over 120 insects in its fur, so it's kind of like a hotel.
It is, and then when he comes down once a week to poop, he does this like little weird dance, and then he falls asleep on the tree after he's done pooping, and the insects come out and actually eat the poop. Then the poop feeds the tree, and then those insects are living on him. When they poop on him, they create this algae biome on him that actually makes him blend into the tree better.
Yeah, camouflage. What a symbiotic relationship.
Incredible.
Yeah.
We just spotted a Jesus Christ basilisk just sitting over here. They're the ones that can run on the water. They go 10 kilometers an hour just cruising right along the surface.
And just 2 steps away, there's a helmet head lizard. Like, this place is packed with biodiversity.
I mean, and without the guide, we would have had no idea that the last 2 or 3 things that we saw were here. I mean, it's right, we're still on like the first 5-minute walk if we were just walking.
And these people without a guide, they pass by, they're like, oh, just an iguana. Like,
Oh,
it's
just
not
an
just an
iguana.
iguana. It has this really cool, what do you call it, crest on it. And
yeah.
he said that's what absorbs the sunlight to keep it warm. Like, oh my gosh, just so much fun.
He just spotted these bats right here. They're this big, but they're like 50 feet away, so they're like this big, even in his telescope. It's
the
really
only
interesting.
flying mammal.
It's the only flying mammal in the world. Very cool.
This species work in Costa Rica like a natural pest control.
I see.
Because they can eat, according with the National Geographic scientists, more than 600 mosquitoes per hour.
Wow.
Not per 9, per hour, right? So terrible mosquitoes in Costa Rica like a Zika, dengue, or chikungunya, they control the population, right?
They're great.
Right, they eat insects, but the favorite plate on the menu is the mosquitoes. Important to know, right?
Yes.
And while we're out here making these memories and enjoying this environment, we would love to give a shout out to our newest patrons.
Stephen, Nick, and Guadalupe.
Hey guys, thank you so much for your support.
We are dedicating all this natural wonder to you today.
Yeah.
Every sloth, lizard, butterfly, and anything else, it's all for you.
Thanks again, and if you would like to join our Patreon community, we'll put the link in the description below. All right, let's keep going and see what we can find.
I love that idea.
This is a cute face. Look at how beautiful is this snake, right? Come on here.
Oh, wow.
And if you like butterflies, there are over 2,500 different species here in Costa Rica, so it is a butterfly paradise.
Right over here, we just saw this like leaf that was kind of bent over. We look inside, there is a tent making bat. Just kind of like hanging there, trying to stay out of the light. Man, this could be intense.
He was camping.
If he was camping. I guess he's always camping.
Monkeys.
Oh, watch out. These little capuchin monkeys are the only primates in the Americas that can use their thumbs so they can open the tops of your bottles, unzip your zippers on your bag, and take your stuff.
That's why you gotta hold on to it.
Yeah, you better.
One of the most famous frog in Costa Rica. The name is red eyes leaf frog. When you are reading something about the Costa Rica, you are looking at the Costa Rican videos and National Geographic, you can see that frog. You can see the Costa Rican flag colors here, red, blue, and white. And the beautiful big eyes like this, right? Look at this, guys.
Wow.
How beautiful is this?
Oh my god, yellow-throated toucan.
Yellow-throated toucan in Manuel Antonio National Park in Costa Rica.
Wow.
So one more time, this is pura vida for us,
Yeah,
right?
pura vida.
So today, it's more than amazing, more than beautiful. We saw many monkeys, we saw, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots
Yeah.
with the face, active, frog, snakes, and the cherry on top is the toucan.
It's pura vida.
This is pura vida.
It's pura vida.
Gracias,
pura vida.
Alonso.
Alonso is the man. Seriously, we would have had nowhere near as good of a time or seen probably 1% of what he
Yeah.
showed us in the last 2 hours. So definitely come here and take a tour with him because he will make you happy.
I think we're heading to the beach now.
Oh, let's do it. This is my kind of jungle. Ends at the beach, and then we can just jump in and take a little swim. So we just got to almost the end of our tour. The bathrooms are right here. We're going to use those before we go down to the beach. Behind Heidi right here or in front of me is the coffee company or the restaurant that was here, which we were kind of depending on because we were going to get our lunch in the park and they don't let you bring in anything but pre-cut fruit and sandwiches. So unfortunately they're closed right now because of some government issues, but we're just gonna hit the loo and then head down to the blue.
And be hungry today.
And be
if
hungry.
you bring in those two things, they have to be in a
In like a
container.
little container with a lid on it so the
Yeah.
monkeys can't get to
Yeah,
it, even
no
though
plastic.
I think they could figure it out.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Oh, the beach is just in front of us here and it looks fantastic. Wow.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Welcome to Playa Manuel Antonio. We finished our tour, walked down the beach and found a nice spot in the shade of a tree. We set up the sand blanket and just chilled out for a little bit. This beach is gorgeous. It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful beaches in all of Costa Rica, and I can see why. The blue water, the white sand, that beautiful pristine green that surrounds all of it. It's busy, there's a lot of people here, but it doesn't feel too overcrowded. I heard that there is some excellent snorkeling here, so you know I brought my snorkel gear and my GoPro so I can capture some of that. We started an Amazon storefront that has all of our travel essentials and beach gear on it, so you can go there and check it out. We'll put the link in the description below. I am gonna go and hop in right now because it is hot and I'm gonna go find some fishes. Come along.
Oh, here comes Adam. Let's see how he did.
Hey, babe.
Hey babe, that water felt so good. I kind of swam out over by the side. There were some like little pieces of coral, some fish swimming around, and then I found a shipwreck.
What?
Yeah, there was just like a shipwreck out there with a bunch of fish underneath it, like sergeant majors, groupers. There was a puffer, just like all sitting in the shade, kind of like huddled next to the windows. It was really cool.
What was the visibility?
I'd say about 1 meter, maybe
okay.
2, but more like 1.
Oh, so not only like 3 feet?
Yeah, only about 3 feet. In here, it was even less. But as I got out there, I went out to that tip of the rock out there.
Yeah.
And it was still only about 1 meter there.
It could change though, daily.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure it can be clear. It seems like there's a lot of wave motion. A lot of wave motion right now as well as motion.
Yeah.
And that's probably what's stirring it up a bit.
But this is the best beach to swim on.
Oh man, it's so calm out there.
Yeah.
There's nothing pulling you in any direction. Really nice.
And when you're done enjoying this beach, you can go over to Playa Espadia Sur, which is on the other side. Alonso showed us that it has volcanic sand, so it's gonna be dark sand, which is pretty cool. And like you said, the waves over there are a bit bigger, so if you wanna swim, come here, then you can go check that out. And there is another beach here too called Playa Gemelas, I believe. It's about a 20-minute walk, and there's a few more trails here. So if you want a little more adventure, you can just keep going. But yeah, I think this is just nice hanging out here, enjoying these views.
Definitely plan to spend the entire day here.
Yeah, definitely.
And we warned you about the monkeys down here. This lady's bag was being pilfered. She hit it with her shirt and then ran off, and you can just like, yeah. It's funny actually, when I came here 20 years ago, one of the guys that was with us had his food in a little bag with his passport, and a monkey came down on the tree in front of us and was like posing, a little pose, and then grabbed it, ran up the tree, and just laughed at us while he was eating the sandwich, sitting up there with his passport. So after about a half an hour, the monkey got bored and just like tossed the passport into the jungle, and we got it back. But definitely watch your stuff.
Yeah, wow. And that's probably why they don't want you to have any food here too, because people feed them.
And they're
And then they
sneaky little
yeah.
monkeys. What a wonderful 2 days.
I know, I'm so glad that we got to do this with you, experience it all with you. I'm really happy that we came down here. I mean, it's like a true paradise, isn't it?
For sure, and as much fun as we had in Quepos, even though they said there was nothing to do,
Yeah.
we found some fun stuff to do.
Yeah.
Today was that cherry on top.
Yeah, this is the reason you come here, right? To get close to nature. Like, this was my favorite nature walk that we've done so far.
Absolutely, and we definitely had the best sloth sightings that we've had or possibly will have. The little face with the sun on it, so cute.
And Alonzo, all of his great info, like he kept it fun. You know, sometimes it could be a little boring with all the information, but like everything he said, it was interesting, which I really liked.
And you could feel his passion as well, which really helped to make us even more passionate.
Yeah, so thank you to Costa Rica. Thanks for, you know, setting aside 25% of your country for protected lands for these animals, you know, to keep their habitat. It's just been something amazing to see.
Absolutely, and it's not, the animals need these places to live, but you don't want your kids or your kids' kids to not know what a monkey looks like or what a sloth looks like, because we completely wiped out all of this incredible nature. So you need to protect nature, you need to love nature, and you need to respect nature.
Because as you know, us humans are pretty good at destroying everything, taking advantage of beautiful Mother Earth. So yeah, let's do all we can do to keep her clean and safe and just
healthy.
Yeah, but thank you so much for being here with us.
It would have been nowhere near as much fun if you hadn't been here to share it with, so thank you for that.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to
ding, ling, 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 the bell.
We'll see you
next time.
Adios and
Pura vida.